Hi
Hey
guys.
girls.
How's it going? So we changed our podcast name. We came up with a name. We're doing the Everything's Changed podcast. So welcome to the Everything's Changed podcast.
Hey.
Why did we pick this name?
I feel like it's like apt for
Our theme.
like why we're doing this and like what we want to talk about.
And I feel like if we keep doing this, I guess like everything in life, everything's going to be changing. But in this period of our 20s, everything's really changing.
Yeah.
And so it feels like as we keep going, everything will really be changing.
Totally. And I feel like that's relatable for like everybody.
Yeah.
In this phase of life.
Yeah. So welcome to the Everything's Changing podcast. I'm Jude.
My name's Lily.
Okay, what are we drinking?
Oh yeah. Bevy review.
Went out for Valentine's Day with my boyfriend last night. I'm a little bit hungover. I had 3 beers, like over 5 hours, and 1 shot of tequila.
You've gone soft.
And I'm like feeling it. To be fair, also being hungover with a baby sucks. Okay,
Ugh.
I'm drinking a lemon yerba mate.
I have a Red Bull.
And I also have some kombucha. So that's what we're sipping.
Love.
Being hungover with a baby sucks. Well, and also we're traveling, like not really, but we're at my mom's house. So he's not sleeping the best anyways. And we're trying to test out the pack and play. And yeah, so that was kind of just a bummer. Then he woke up at 4. And then also our house is full of people. We don't want him just crying and like trying to get him back in the crib and stuff. So we bring him in the bed and it's just like hungover, 4 hours of sleep. It's kind of rough.
Sounds
but
awesome.
luckily my mom took him when, you know, she woke up at 7 and we slept for another like hour and a half. So
Yay, grandma.
yeah, but
Why do you have a pack and play?
because we're going to Hawaii on Friday.
What?
This is our first time flying with Cricket.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6 hours. I'm really nervous, but I'm also so excited to just get out of the rain and go somewhere nice. We're going for 5 days. We're going to Waikiki. I feel like normally I wouldn't go to Waikiki, but we wanted to be like central and we want to take the bus and not rent a car. So we wanted somewhere where there's like a reliable bus and all that stuff. So going to Waikiki, we got like a little Airbnb with a little room and a kitchen and everything. So we can put him down and like cook there and everything like that. So I'm really excited.
That is going to be so nice to have some beach time.
Yes, and for the pack and play, we're
Oh
like,
my god, what is with the fucking thumbs down? That is like always
okay, it's a theme of the show, I guess. If you're
Photo booth hates
listening,
us.
we record it on Photo Booth, and there's like this thumbs down that always pops up. No clue why.
It's the ghost that's haunting our
It's telling me
podcast.
stupid pack and play, don't bring the pack and play, because we were like, we're not bringing anything. No stroller, no car seat, no pack and
I know,
play.
like a week ago you were like, we're not, he's just gonna sleep in the bed with us.
And then we're still not bringing a stroller. That just doesn't make sense. And we're not bringing the car seat because we're taking the bus. But my mom was like, you should really think about getting a pack and play because it's just co-sleeping is hard. Like, and we don't want to be, you know, worried about him rolling off the bed, and we want to be able to hang out once he goes to bed.
Yeah.
So we bought the pack and play. We went to Walmart on a Friday night and picked out a pack and play. We felt like such losers. We were like, this one's 18 pounds and then this one's 15 pounds. And we were like looking up the dimensions of TSA to see. And I'm like, and then I went to work at Mount Hood the next day and all my friends were like, did you go to the Jibbin Gym? Which a Jibbin Gym is like a mountain party at Mount Hood. Did you go to the Jibbin Gym? I'm like, no, we were at Walmart picking out pack and plays. So we're going for the pack and play. It's freaking huge.
Yeah, but it'll be worth it.
I think that we need to do it. And I'm also going to Vegas in 2 weeks to go visit my grandpa. And then we're going to Utah in like a month. So it's kind of for...
You'll get used out of it.
We'll get used out of it. Also for bringing to my mom's. And
yeah,
I think every month goes by, I'm like, okay, I'm succumbing more and more to the parent things that I thought I would never use. When I gave birth, I was like, I'm never using a stroller.
Jude, like a month before, she's like pregnant as a fuck, and she's like, I'm not even gonna get a stroller. And I was like, Okay, girl. Like,
I just didn't get
you
it.
probably
And
know more than me, but
I don't know, like, I still feel like I don't really use a stroller. The only time I really do use a stroller is when we go on, like, a trail walk. But when I'm
yeah.
around, like, town and stuff, I don't want a stroller. I feel like it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
When you, like, have a stroller and you're like, oh, well, excuse me. I just got to get through here. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's so embarrassing to
Yeah,
pick your
I
kid
can
up.
see that.
But I think, yeah, the first month I would just have him in his little carrier. Like, in freaking summer, it was so hot. I'm like,
yeah.
looking back, why didn't I just have a stroller? I was,
They are like huge.
yeah, they are. And they're like clunky, and
Yeah. You have to get it in the
you
car.
have to get a
it out of the
bassinet
car.
one for babies too. Like, it's a
Oh.
whole separate attachment. They can't just, strap it. They need one where it's like a bassinet.
Yeah.
So they're like laying down, and I'm just like broke. I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
For like 3 months.
Yeah.
No, not here, not around here. So yeah.
But then someone else bought you a stroller.
Taylor's mom got us a stroller, a really nice like travel one for which we use actually all the time when we come to Portland or go anywhere. But I ended up buying like a what's it called, like an off trail one or like an all terrain one that has it's like a 3 wheels, and it's for like gravel and stuff because we go on that walk by my house. And there's like a little trail, and the road is really like bumpy. So that one I found on Facebook Marketplace for really cheap, but I love that one. And yeah.
Love FB Marketplace.
Yes, I was like fiending for Facebook Marketplace when I was in maternity leave because I would have nothing to do. Yeah. And I'd be like, an hour away, amazing. Get in the car. I'm like, farther away the better. Have somewhere to go, something to do, $20.
That's funny.
Loved Facebook Marketplace when I was pregnant. Never buy baby stuff new.
Yeah.
Except for the pack and play because they piss everywhere. And I was like, okay, that's gross.
That is true.
But like,
and oh my God, again. I like hate it. Well, oh my God. Fuck you, photo booth.
If you hear us commenting and you're listening, it's because it doesn't like Lily.
It hates me.
Okay, I think we got it. There's freaking Mac. There's so many things. I'm like, why the hell would we need a reactions thing? There's so many features. I'm like, that nobody asked for this. Nobody asked. Why would anybody want that?
Okay, no more thumbs down. That was like feeling really pointed at me.
Okay.
My feelings were getting hurt.
Fair enough. So that's what I'm up to. I'm going to Hawaii. I'm really excited. I will obviously let you guys know how it goes on my Instagram. I'm going to post our experience traveling for the first time with a little baby. And yeah. What's up with you?
What's up with me?
Should we look it up? Okay. So you're watching Love Island.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Tell me
I just started Love Island All Stars.
We used to freaking die.
Oh my God.
Hair. I'm sorry.
Oh, we love it.
I must reposition because I fear I'm not feeling that brave today. Okay. We used to fiend for Love Island.
Oh my God, I know. And I like really was like off it for a while because it just got so like, it wasn't fun anymore. Like everyone is just like so obviously
aware.
Like too aware of the public, too like wanting to be like something would like be good about the season before, and then like the next season they're just like trying to copy how the other people got famous, and it was just like annoying, and I don't like it. The
worst is when you could tell that they said something and like thought it was gonna go viral.
They all want to have like a catchphrase or like, I don't know. Yeah, it just got too like influencery. But this All Stars season,
I've never seen a season of All Stars.
I like it because they're just like more honest about like everything. They're like, obviously we're all here for fame, like, or like,
and they've all done it before.
Right, they've all done it before. It just feels like, I don't know, like almost more real because they're like already known. They're like not there, and they're like less worried about like
becoming famous, right.
Like doing it the right way to become famous. Like they're all like pretty known, or they're like, oh, I was on my season for like literally 5 minutes and like it's a funny joke. Yeah.
Okay,
like,
so who is on this season that I would, or that is like big? Is it people from all over the world, or is it?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously I've seen a lot on TikTok.
Is it like just UK? Is it?
No, so right now they're all from the UK, But I know that a lot of like people from, I don't know if any people from the Australian seasons are on, but I know a couple people from the American seasons will be on. I'm only on episode like 6. I started it maybe yesterday or the day before.
I love that.
Yeah.
Who's on it? Who are the big names? Is Maura on it?
No, she's not on it.
I thought that she was.
But Millie is on it.
Okay,
Millie
I
and
saw
Liam.
that. Oh, I saw
Curtis
that.
goes on it again. Like, it is sometimes like a lot of them are like, now that there's like the All Stars, the games, the regular seasons, it's like, oh my God, like, please, like, free yourself from the Love Island like verse and like.
I think they
spread your
try,
wings.
but they cannot.
I know. Well, I think it's like hard. I think honestly, I read an article like a year or two ago about how hard it is for some Love Island people coming off the show, because you're like well known enough that you like can't really have a normal, like you can't really go back to your like normal like service industry job, but you're like not famous, so you're like not really making any money from your like notoriety unless you are like getting a lot of brand deals, but only like a couple people from each season get all the brand deals. So if you're not like one of the like top favorites, but you like were on it for a while, then you're like
you're still gonna get recognized. You can't just be like a banker at Wells Fargo.
Yeah, because so I could see like getting trapped, but some of the guys you're just like,
so
oh
Curtis,
God,
I saw Curtis, a TikTok clip of Curtis and Millie flirting. Yeah, and she's like, you are giving me the ick. She was just like, no.
She's so funny. She's like obviously like one of the favorite girls. Like everybody's
I loved
thirsting
her
after
season.
her. Yeah,
she was so amazing. Her and Chloe. That season was really good.
Yeah.
I loved Millie. I loved her and Liam together. I didn't even know that they broke up until she was on.
Well, they broke up like 5 months before she went on the show. Someone was like, do you think it's a little bit too soon to fall in love?
They broke
and
up
she was
and
like,
got back together and broke. They were all, but I thought they were back together.
She said like, oh, the relationship had ended in like December of the year before. So I get that. I think that's probably real. Like that she was out of it before then, mentally.
Right. I don't know. I just loved them together. Their season was so cute.
They were really cute. Do you remember from one of the earlier seasons, Belle of Bella and Anton? And she's like,
oh yes, I do.
Yeah. So she is back and she's so hot. She ditched the bleached blonde with the funky roots.
I have to see a picture. 1 second.
Yeah. Okay. Remember that was her in like.
Okay, that's not recent.
No, but now she's like a brunette baddie.
I kind of liked her blonde more.
Absolute 10.
She's looking racially ambiguous, honestly.
She is looking a little bit racially ambiguous. I think she's not white, though.
Oh.
So.
Is she not?
No.
I thought she's Italian. And that's why her and Anton.
Oh, you might be so right.
Okay, so Bella's on it.
Yeah, Belle's on it. I'm loving her. Jess. From the blonde Jess, who was like a little bit thicker and won her season with that dud. She's
don't
on
remember
it.
The guy.
Whitney is back on it, which
I
do not
love
like
Whitney.
her.
She was a little bit mean.
She's just like
I just don't
want to
be
she's
there.
meant for no.
Yeah,
and she's with this like skinny ginger dude, and is like
she loves a white boy
who has a baby, and like the whole time she's like, I don't know about a baby daddy, like, and then like after like a couple days she's like, baby daddies deserve love too, and like it's just like weird, but they're kissing in bed every night, so maybe she is into it.
She just doesn't seem like she wants to be there.
No, and like every single clip of her, like again, I'm in the early stages, babe. but once I stop.
Once I stop, I just can't stop.
Yeah, we just can't stop it.
Oh no, I'll be done.
No, but her like phrase this series is charge it to the game, and like I know.
What does that mean?
She's dropped it a couple times in the first couple episodes, and I just know that it's like only gonna ramp up with the charge-its. And
what does that mean? Charge it?
I don't know. I think she's just
like CHARGE.
Yeah, like charge it. Like you would charge your card. I think she's just saying like
blame it on the game, or
yeah,
weird.
Yeah, but you know how she gets like. she like had like such phrases
Yeah,
in
she
the
would-
first one, and then they were like all over the walls in the next season, like written in neon letters. And like this season, she's just like charging it to the game, babe. Yeah,
I need to watch it.
I know. I actually like, they're like kind of fighting this season. The thing about All Stars that I like is it reminds me more of the earlier seasons where they were just like saying it, and like they are lip syncing. They are lip syncing in the Secret Garden. Like literally everybody is going to the Secret Garden and lip syncing out. I'm like, literally everybody's kissing everybody. It's insane. And like
Do
nobody's
they have to get STD testing
got to be
before? I wonder.
Do you remember what was the earlier or like a recent season, and he had cold sores all over his mouth? Austin.
He says that they
Yes.
weren't cold sores. He says it was from shaving.
Oh, right.
Mm.
You're like 25. You should know how to shave your beard. Sorry, friend.
Oh, that's so. I would like die.
I know.
Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna leave?
Because you have a cold sore. Like you have to be.
You have to
caffeine.
bring your recyclovir.
Yeah.
Like, sir, have it on deck.
Oh boy. Yeah. Anyway, there's no standout couples really. Kieran is on. Kieran. He's Welsh.
Don't remember him.
And Sammy's back on. She just entered the villa. And
Sammy, I don't remember these people.
she's so bomb.
Mm.
She is a bombshell.
So
She's
I think
like the prettiest girl ever.
I think we should talk about the color mint. I was thinking about that because I'm drinking a yerba mate, even though it's not mint. You guys,
this is a trend-setting genius right here. She's got her thumb on the pulse.
okay. So I remember 2024. The color of the year was cherry red. I remember everybody was painting their nails that really dark, like maroon red color.
Cherry red.
Loved it. But I remember that I was like, okay, that's the color. And then obviously 2025 was butter yellow.
Again, loved it. Great color.
I liked it. Yeah. And then
I
January.
don't like mint.
It's
I'm
because
bummed
it's
that you were
February,
right.
babes. Give it a few
'Cause it's
months.
what?
Give it a few months. I didn't like butter yellow at first. I was like,
No, I always liked butter yellow.
So
Okay, I'm gonna stop it with that accent now.
Rachel Sinat, is that how you say her name?
Yeah, that sounds right.
She was in an interview and was like, I'm channeling mint this year. And I was like, no. Okay, she's a trendsetter. She knows what's going on. So she said that. And I remember when I was like a little, teenager or whatever, I had mint everything. I was like, mint was the color of the 2010s.
I feel like mint was like very 2016.
Yeah, it's like Tumblr,
Totally.
Visco Girl, like was mint. And so she said that, and then what else? And then Rode posted they did like a ski campaign thing, and all of their branding was mint. And I was like, girl. So I texted Lily and I said,
she texted me.
mint is the color of the year, because I
Mark
have
my
called
words.
it 2 years but never verbalized it to anyone, so I
I
couldn't
hate when
say
that
it.
happens.
So I was like, I need to, pen to paper, mint is the color of the year. Said it to Taylor too. He's like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
He's like, okay, babe.
Mint, like, my favorite color is blue. Mint is the color of the year. Say it to Lily, and then what does Lily send me?
Like literally like 2 days later, I follow this girl on Instagram and TikTok named Tess Madeline.
Love her.
Love her so much. Yeah, I could go on about her, but she posted, what is it, Cuisinart or KitchenAid?
I'm sorry, what? Wait, what is Cuisinart?
Cuisinart.
I thought you said Cuisinart. Like, Cuisinart? I was like, girl.
Cuisinart. No, isn't it
KitchenAid.
Cuisinart? Is that the brand?
Cuisinart.
Okay. Okay, that does make more sense. I'm reading it phonetically, okay?
Like, that sounds like queefart or something. Like, Cuisinart.
I honestly don't know when the last time I said that out loud was.
Cuisinart. And
Anyway, it
KitchenAid.
wasn't
The
that
KitchenAid
brand.
stand mixer.
Yes, the KitchenAid stand mixer. And it was mint. That's their color of the year. And she's talking about
Spearmint.
mint.
Yeah. And she pulls out, she's like, look at this stunning KitchenAid stand mixer. Color of the year.
Color of the year.
She's like, I am
Just dropped.
trending right now. You guys don't even get it yet. And I was like, no, I got it before you even got it, Tess. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted, yes.
So there you guys heard it here. Watch.
Heard it here first. Jude called it.
Mint is the color of the year. Actually, Rachel Sinat, she called it.
I guess she called it.
Makes sense. If anyone was to do it, it'd be her.
Yeah. Good for her. Whatever, Rachel. Today we are going to talk about coworkers because it's such a juicy, fun topic.
And we have worked together a lot.
A lot, yeah. That's how we met.
Yeah. If you didn't tune into the last episode, we met working at Ace Hardware in COVID. And then we moved to Eugene together. And I started working at a bar. Got you a job at that bar. We worked at that bar for like 2 years or a year. I don't know. Year and a half, something like that. Yeah. And then now we work together again.
Yeah.
So we have worked together a lot. We have, working with your best friend is the best because it's so fun to have someone to talk shit about your coworkers with, because like it's like the tea is piping.
Yes, and like coworker tea is always better than like any other kind of tea, I feel like, because it's like,
and you can't talk about it with someone who doesn't know the characters.
Right. But you spend so much of your time at work, and there's always like a level of like unseriousness to it, I feel like.
Because it's not serious. Like,
yeah, because it's like always so dumb.
Uh-huh.
But also it is kind of high stakes because it's your job.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to spill some tea, some coworker tea. And we are also going to give you guys a few of our little opinions, because we know that you guys really trust our judgment.
Yeah, because we're so wise.
And we'll take advice from us.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're going to just start hot. Dating coworkers.
I feel like we did talk a little bit about Ace last time.
Yes, but we're talking about dating coworkers.
Yeah, sorry, just forgot about it. I don't. That was like the middle of a train of thought. when you like say the middle part out loud, you're like,
I know you heard bestie receive. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Anyways, I met my baby daddy. He was my coworker, so it can work out.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it does not. And
I don't even know how to launch into this story.
Okay, so we'll start. And I think a few of our stories revolve around this job. So this job was at...
Yeah.
I started there first.
There's a lot going on there.
Yes. Oh, yes. This was in a college town, Eugene, I guess, whatever. We lived in Eugene and kind of went to U of O. We were working there. We had a lot of fun. We like made friends with. That's honestly, I feel like how we made a lot of our friends there.
Yeah. I feel like our coworkers there were like so cool.
Yeah.
We would go out with them a lot. It
kind of let us hang out with people that weren't just University of Oregon students. So we kind of got a different experience in a way of being like, with more older people. Okay. Here we go. So I'll segue this into Lily. You can go ahead.
Okay, so Jude worked there for like a little bit before I started there because I'm a little bit younger. And I would go in there and Jude was 21. So I would just go in. I think everyone just assumed that I was also 21. So I was like drinking there quite a bit before I turned 21. But anyway, I finally turned 21 and I was like, okay, I've been waiting to get a job here. There was a position open, but I kind of already knew like all of the people that worked there. I'd already been to like one of the staff parties.
Oh yeah, because the Super Bowl party, you weren't even an employee yet. Okay, so we'll get into the Super Bowl party, but you can keep going.
Yeah. So I like knew everybody that worked there already, all the bartenders. And there was this like one older guy that worked there. I'll call him the Viking.
Okay.
Because he kind of
look like a Viking.
Yeah. Like big guy, huge long beard.
Like down to his belly button.
Yeah.
Like he would like braid
beard.
it.
Yeah.
And like tie it up. It was really long. And long hair too.
His like wife is a barber, so.
Newsflash.
But I knew he was married, so I was like, obviously that's not anything. Like, but he was always just like so nice to me, like would always like give me beers, was like really nice to you to like be friends with me, I feel like. And like I don't know. I like always knew that there was like a vibe, but he like had a wife and he was in his 40s. So I was like, oh, it's nothing. But he would like always like bust my section for me. And like, I was just like, I know that there's a crush on me, but I'm like,
You said
not.
his name.
Oh, shit.
I know that.
Bleep it. I know that Mr. Viking Man like has a crush on me, but, and I would always be like, oh, I'm married. Like,
Oh
I
my
would
God,
propose.
Lily.
Oh my God. I'm just yapping away here. I would always be like, okay, I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to say it again. Okay. I would always be like, oh, I feel it. I like, if Mr. Viking Man like wasn't married, like I would propose to him, whatever, like as a joke. I always meant it as like a joke, but he was like,
totally, he was cute. Like,
yeah, no, he was
yeah.
like a good looking guy, but
Yeah.
I was just like, there's like so many reasons why like I never like took it seriously.
And I feel like when you're coworkers, you kind of get, it's like, are they hot, or is it because they're the only hot person working at the place you're working?
Yeah.
Like, you have to sometimes take yourself out of it and be like, would I see them in the street and think that they're hot? Because seriously, like sometimes you'll be like, oh my God, they're so hot. And then you have to be like, is it because it's like the coworker naughty vibe too?
Totally. And we're like not supposed to be.
So there's just like that too. But
Yeah.
I will say, like, yeah, you guys had a cute vibe going.
Yeah. Well, and he like in my mind, I'm like, oh, he must see me as like a daughter. Because he would like take care of me.
Good Lord. Oh my God.
Because he like took care of me. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess like a significant other, but
It's
I
like,
just like,
holy cow.
I know. But anyway, so I ended up like quitting the job. I don't know what my final straw was there.
You guys were together after you had quit?
Yes, bro. Nothing happened.
Okay.
Nothing like ever.
Interesting.
But like on my last day, like I had talked about this like man that does like a bubble show, and he got me 2 tickets to this bubble show. And I was kind of like, am I supposed to go with him, or like, am I like what is the vibe here? It was like so obvious that he was like in love with me, like obsessed with me, like literally always eyes on, like, oh, like we come in and he's like, I'm just like, oh, like you can tell when someone is like down, like he was like down bad. But I just like always read it off because he was so old, and he was like in like a long, they're not married, but like they've been together for like 12 years, whatever.
They were partners, like
Yeah.
domestic partners.
Yeah, they're like
I would
definitely
say.
life
They-
partners.
yeah.
Whatever. When I was leaving, I like got his number. We like went to get a drink, and like I don't know who said something about it first. Like I think it might have been me who was like, well, you have a crush on me or something like that. And he was like, yeah, like I do. I definitely like, I will say I definitely was like instigated like the kissing. I must say. Anyway, yeah, we started kissing.
Did you ever ask him about, or like, what did you know about? Because you knew. Okay, I will say Eugene too, and a lot
Everyone is poly.
everyone's poly. A lot of our coworkers were in just kind of weird, like open situations. So it wasn't even like, I don't know. Like I don't think it was that
talk
weird.
to him.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't, like,
what did you think about that?
I think I made a joke like, oh, well, I've always told everyone like, oh, if you weren't married, like that I would like propose, and I like said it as a joke. And he was like, what? Like, and then I think he was kind of like felt freed to like say something maybe. And I was like, well, what's the situation? Like you live with someone that you've been together with for like a really long time, and like, but apparently their like situation, he's like, oh, basically they were like open, but they weren't open. She definitely just like dated other people, and like I think he was like, oh, well, she's done this a bunch and I've never done it.
Did it seem like they had an agreement, or it was kind of like an unspoken
They
thing?
had like an unspoken agreement that like I was like, that is so weird, but that's like
None
not
of your
really my business.
Yeah, totally. And it's like, you know what, it's really his thing, and if he says that, like, you take that at face value. I would say it's not really your business. Like,
yeah, I mean, he was like basically like, no, this is fine.
right.
Also, I'll just like head it off, like we never did sleep together for a couple different reasons, but yeah. So then after that job, I like started working at a different bar, and he would come into that bar like every single one of my shifts and just like buy, it was disgusting beer, and like he would just buy a ton of this beer and just sit there and like tip me like 20s. Right. Yeah, he like wrote me all this like poetry and like wrote a bunch of songs about me. Yeah, really weird vibe. That went on for like maybe 2 months.
I was roommates with one.
Yeah, Judah and I were
and
living
I was
together.
just like,
Well,
what
and
the
everyone was
hell
kind of
is
like,
going on?
what is going on? Like, why are you dating a 42-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I turned 22, he was like, oh, now you're at least half my age. And I was like, I don't know. I mean,
I thought what was
I was
weird
in
was
like there was like other things going on. I was like not in my right mind during this.
I felt like the thing that was weird to me was that he was always acknowledging the age, like just like you said, now you're half my age. It kind of felt like something to him that was like a turn on for him, that you were so much younger than him, and
I know.
And I didn't like that. I was like, okay, this feels like a weird power dynamic in itself, but then he's like playing into it in a way. And
Yeah.
I liked Viking
I
Man,
think
but
he was like self-conscious about it.
I thought I don't know. I guess you would know, yeah. But I felt like in my perspective, like
he was always like, do you think it's weird? Do you think it's weird? Like, and I was just like, I feel like it's weird because you're like stressed about it, and like, just like fucking let it go. Like, I feel like there's other things about the situation that are weird that are like not even about the age. Like,
so do you think that when you guys weren't coworkers anymore, that kind of like,
well, yeah, I was like
sexiness away from it?
No, well, that's like when it started,
right? But then you're like,
yeah, I do.
The kind of like build up was all while you were coworkers, and you're like, oh my gosh, like we have this thing and all this like sexual tension building up. But then like one push comes to shove, and like you guys are actually trying it out. It's like, oh fuck, like,
yeah, well,
not as hot as I was fantasizing about while wiping the tables.
Also, there's like something about like being flirty with someone and being like, ooh, are we gonna cross the line? Are we not gonna cross the line? But like not ever actually doing it, and it just like stays in that kind of like
fantasy.
Yeah, it just stays like as a fantasy, which for me was like all that it was, I think. And then I like did it, and I was like, oh, this is like this is weird, and like you've been thinking about this for like 2 years. Like he said, like the first time that I came in to visit you, he like thought I was like the most beautiful woman he'd ever seen, and was like obsessed with me from 20? The jump. Yeah, I was like, it's not even of legal drinking age, sir. Yeah. Ugh.
So how did it end?
So it kind of like slowly, I was like pulling back because he was like really leaning in, and I was just kind of like, there was like one time he came to the new bar that I was working at, and I like got off, and I was like, I need to talk to you. Oh, well, I found out something about myself that was like a really big deal, and I was like, oh, this is maybe why I'm like not like manic, because I don't have like I'm not manic. I don't get manic, but I was kind of manic. Yeah, I was not in my right mind. And so I like told him that, and was like, I'm like going through something, told him what it was, and was just like, this is like really intense, like you kind of need to like chill out. He was like, yeah, he like agreed, but like didn't chill out. Like at that time when I told him that, like had a note for me.
The notes were intense. The whole thing I think just got really intense, and that's when I was like,
he
really,
was like
this is getting
so
really
intense about it. Like yeah, which honestly I feel like that is like the weirdest part, was like how like, he was like obsessed with me, like and I was like, whoa, like this is a lot. Yeah I feel like that was like the weirdest part, was like how obsessed he was with me,
and it just, when it did taper off, it just kept going and going and going.
Like he like still likes my Instagram stories like all the time. I just like know is like still like literally a couple of months ago like slid up on one of my Instagram stories, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should like remove him, but I don't feel any type of way about it now, so I'm like, whatever, like you can watch my Insta story and like pine after me still. For years.
So what's your takeaway on dating coworkers after that, or like, you know, having that experience?
I think like my bigger takeaway from that is like that, which is like not on theme for this, but age gaps are weird, period. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't care like how mature the younger one is or whatever the situation. That's weird.
That's a fallacy.
Yeah. You're like lying to yourself to like try and make it socially acceptable, and it's weird.
And I feel like that was like I've never crossed that line like in that way, but I feel like with I don't know, especially when you're working in service industry, it's just like everybody's hooking up, everybody's
drunk all the time.
There's always like this like weird tension with like service industry and coworkers and whatever, and like it can be tempting to cross those lines, and then it's like once you do, it's like, okay, no, like it's not real.
No, it's like not real. I feel like unless you're like meet someone and you're like really sure about, like,
I feel like you would have to be like, would we be friends outside? That's what my thing with Taylor was. I guess my job was like different because I was not.
That's like I feel like that job is like, because it's seasonal, it's like
it's people like me. Like like service industry is different because it's really people from all walks of life coming together and, you know, working together and partying together and, you know, all that stuff. But like my job was, I don't know, there's lots of people, lots of walks of life on my the mountain too.
Mountain is,
but I ended up, you know, meeting Taylor and stuff. But we were friends before, and I don't know. I could just tell he was like my type of person. So
I feel like that is like the key, is like, are you friends? If it like, I don't know, I think you like shouldn't both be like bartenders, or like both be, if it's like, oh, someone's in the kitchen, like that's fine, but like,
ooh,
but also ew in the kitchen. Sorry, at that restaurant, yucky in the kitchen
most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I
don't know. It is tricky. I feel like you can't be as like frivolous with the dating when you're like, and the flirting when you're coworkers, because it's just like, it just will get messy.
It gets messy.
Yeah.
Someone has to quit.
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is creepy bosses, creepy coworkers. So
many creepy. Why are literally like, there is not a restaurant owner out there that is not a creepy weirdo.
Okay.
And like doing blow and kissing girls.
So this is what happened.
Segue.
Okay. So I had started at this job as like a busser.
This is the same job.
Same job. This is the Super Bowl party that we were talking about before Lily had started there. So I was a busser, and I had like just gotten promoted to a bartender.
Yeah.
There. And we went to this Super Bowl party, and it was like the restaurant was closed. It was at the restaurant. Everyone was welcome. Their families were welcome. And there was an open bar.
Was there.
And there was food and whatever. So we get there and we're drinking, and you know, it's a freaking bar and Super Bowl party, and the drinks are flowing, and we are Lily, you're just about to turn 21.
Yeah.
I'm 21. We're like just drinking. We're like, fuck yeah, free bar, like let's go. So we were partying, and then my boss, the owner of the bar, he is there with his wife and young child, and he is freaking tweaking. Like, he had a major, allegedly, major,
all of this alleged.
He had a major coke problem, and to like give his vibe, he was a deadhead, quote unquote deadhead, frat douchebag,
such a
type
douche,
of guy.
like literally always flip flops behind the bar,
just trying to be like such like a fucking patronizing, misogynistic douchebag, like drug addict, alcoholic, the worst type of person, cosplaying as a deadhead, acid loving, trippy, hippie, like kind of guy, like, oh, peace is flowing. And you're like, no, dude, you're literally like the worst type of human. So that was his whole shtick. We were at this party, and he just starts, there's us two.
There was like a couple other like
girls who were my age, and we were all
who worked behind the bar as well. Yeah.
And so we, you know, he comes up to us and starts talking to us, and he's like, you know, I'm so glad to have you three girls here. You just make the energy of the bar. Like, I don't know what we would do without you. And then I think that we were all training to be bartenders or something. Like, we had all just recently gotten promoted, and he was like, you guys are just gonna make this place so much better. Leans in and freaking kisses us. All three of us, like kisses all of us. And we were all just looking at each other, and we were like kind of wasted too. We were like, what the freak just happened?
And it was like in the middle of the
seating,
like the big seating area where everyone is like watching the the game on the projector. Like it was like not, it was like in front of like this, all of the staff, all their families, his wife
and
who,
child.
yeah.
And he was kind of trying to make it be like wouldn't it like kind of like a jovial, like a little smooch. We were all shocked that that had happened, and we were all just like,
Disgusting.
wait, what the fuck just happened? Did our owner of our bar just kissed us? And oh god, you guys.
And his wife was like,
what should we name him?
Trojan, get over here.
Trojan. Trojan, get the fuck over here. And they were like out of there. They left the party. It was like bad. Everyone was kind of just
did a
like,
big no.
Yeah, everyone was kind of like, that just happened. And we were like, okay, we're gonna go. Like, we were going out after to the like college bars and whatever. And honestly, I feel like in the moment I just didn't even take it as that I was kind of drunk, and I was just kind of like, oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. He's such a freaking weirdo. Like,
I feel like a lot of times when stuff like that happens, like when I feel like, well, for me, like when I was younger, like when they like inappropriate things like that would happen, you'd just be like, oh haha, like it wasn't that big of a deal,
or I can't believe that just
like,
happened. That was crazy. Like, what the heck?
Yeah,
like,
and like oh my god, that was insane.
Yeah,
how funny. Like that was so crazy. And it's like, oh, it wasn't really that funny actually.
No. And I think then we had all, you know, the next day at work or whatever, had all convened and been like, so that happened, right? Like, what the freak just happened? We all...
Did HR reach out to you, or did you go?
We all three went and reported him to HR. So there was like this quote, freaking HR lady.
Yeah,
whatever.
like was it not?
She
HR.
was just a bootlicker for him, and we all go
Fucking
and report
cop.
it to her, and she's like, oh boy, okay, whatever. Like,
she's like, oh, he's gonna get sued.
Like, he's the owner. What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
We should have freaking sued him. Like, I should have,
for so many different things.
Yes, but I don't know it. You know, and basically their response was like, oh, well, he can apologize, and he like kind of like, and we were like, we don't want him to freaking apologize to us, like, and we just kind of moved on, and like, he was really weird around us for the whole rest of the time we worked there, but yeah. That happened.
My like first day, my nipples were out and I didn't know, and he like came up to me and was like, and I was a busser, I was like not like, and he like came up to me and was like, I normally don't talk to like the new hires on the first day, but like he's like, I just wanted to come over and introduce myself, like I'm the owner, and like said his name. And then like my manager, who I ended up becoming friends with, was like, hey, like came over to me like at the busser station like a couple minutes later and was like, hey, like I just want to let you know, like your shirt is see-through, like next time just like make sure to like wear
a bra.
I think I maybe had a bra on, but you could like see my bra or something like that. I don't think it was like my straight up nipples.
No, it was nipples. I remember.
Yeah, who am I kidding? I never wore a bra.
Whatever.
Yeah, what?
But
no, I was like, then I was like, oh
weird.
my god, yeah, like he 100% just like was coming down the stairs, like saw me in my little white Brandy Melville shirt, like nippies out, and was like, gotta go talk to the new busser. Like, ugh, disgusting.
Yeah, how to deal with creep bosses. You know, in retrospect, yeah. I would have fucking sued his ass, and I would have filed a bully complaint, and I would have done the fucking thing. And I was like so scared. I was 21. I was just scared. I really needed the job. Honestly, I was broke. I like really couldn't afford to lose that job. I should have said something, and I should have like done it correctly and got him fucking like taken out of that place. But it's like, what do you do? Because he's the owner. But if you have a creepy boss who pushes your buttons, dude, my brother, when he was in high school, his high school girlfriend was like living off of a check from suing her boss for harassment. And I like think about that, and I'm like, why the like I could have fucking paid for my car. Like, fuck, and men, like the way fuck that creepy old
the
men,
way that
like,
the way that your time at that job ended, like,
oh
you really could have sued his ass with like all the marketing, and he like cussed you out at that meeting.
Yeah, so then I ended up doing like social media for their company after this. Like, I just like kick myself like for letting so much slide, but I just like really loved working there. And
our other coworkers were so awesome.
It was such a good job, like otherwise, besides him. And I should have done more, but I started doing their like social media marketing when I was about to graduate college, and I applied for this job randomly, got this architecture job, did not think I was going to get it. Who gets their first job they apply to out of college? And so I had only been doing the marketing job for like, I don't know, a month or two, and I ended up having to quit, and he was like, "Are you fucking serious? Like, whatever."
Like in front of other people,
in front of people, and he was like, "You're leaving?" Like, oh my god, storms out of his office, like, and I'm
literally
just like,
threw a hissy fit.
I said to him, I had said like, that is so inappropriate. I had said that to HR, quote unquote, again, and he had to have another talk with me to apologize, and I said, "Well, you stormed out of the office." He goes, "I would never storm out of the office. It's my office." And I was like, okay. In the end, I have never revealed this to anybody ever. Y'all,
are you gonna admit it?
I think I have to. I made a Reddit post. I made a Reddit post on the Eugene Reddit, and there was so many sketchy jobs in Eugene. I feel like all the time it was like, this restaurant, this is what happened.
Just always taking advantage of like young
college
students who don't know how to stand up for themselves, speak up for themselves in like a workplace setting.
And I saw that it had worked a lot of times. Like, a lot of people were like, people want to know, don't go to this place. This is our perspective as employees. Put your money where you want to support. Like, you don't want to support a shitty person. And so there was a bunch of these Reddit threads like going around on the Eugene subreddit of all of the shitty places, like, don't spend your money there. I made one for this bar with my experience, my personal experience, the things that my coworkers had told me, and the things that I had seen. So it was 100% true. I said how he had kissed. I obviously didn't say it from my first person perspective, or that I was the person that it happened to, but I had said like he had done this to 3 young girls working there. Other things that he had done to me and other people working there. And then I post it. And then I say to Lily, "Girl, look who posted this." Like, I have no idea. No, I think you knew.
I knew. I knew from that. You were like, "Oh, I posted this," because it blew up immediately. And like the next day, Jude was like, "Fuck, like I posted this thing and it's like literally huge on
it was like
Reddit,
the number one, but because hundreds of comments, dozens of ex-employees also commenting the craziest things that had happened.
Horrific stories.
He had like during COVID put up all these like, COVID signs and was threatening to use lethal force on people, or no, Black Lives Matter. It was like during Black Lives Matter, he was threatening to use lethal force on people who would, if they were to come and like try to loot the store or whatever. But then like being like we support Black Lives Matter on the,
said something about like drugging his wife.
Yeah. That he only gets it when, should we look at the Reddit post?
It was like totally insane. And we like still knew some people that were working there, and like he was running around the place like a chicken with his head cut off. Like, who posted this? We need to find out who posted this Reddit thread. Like, I need to get it taken down. Like, and Jude was like, "I need to take it down. Like, I'm gonna get super defamation." And I was like,
but it's all true.
It was all true, first of all. And how would he know that it's you, second of all? Because I didn't say anything. I never said anything.
I didn't work there at the time anymore.
No, and you didn't even live in Eugene at the time.
No, I did. I did.
And I was working at this other restaurant at the time, and like a bunch of the people that my like new coworkers were ex-employees of the restaurant, and they were also like, I wanted to be like, I know who posted it so bad, okay, so but I never said anything.
Read you some of the things that happened. Oh god, yeah, there's just so many. Like, reading this thread,
it got like pretty dark, honestly. Like,
so anyways, hundreds of comments, people, and yeah, I'm admitting now, I freaking made the Reddit thread.
It was Jude, you guys.
And fuck Trojan, you're a big fat fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Hate you.
I feel like now in hindsight, like,
I'm not scared of him anymore.
No, like, but I think like advice for like dealing with a creepy boss is like,
go the route, right? File a bully complaint.
Yeah, file a complaint with your state like Bureau of Labor and whatever. Like, yeah, file like it's like, it's on a website. It's not that hard, and like then there's like documentation of it, and like, yeah,
and I get an attorney and fucking sue their ass. Like,
yeah, honestly,
and don't let people get away with creepy stuff.
Just like Yeah, I don't know. It's hard when you like work somewhere and you like, if you like really need the job, like that is like such a tricky position to be in. But I think also like leaning on your like coworkers and your managers if you can for like backup and support, like even just someone to talk to about it and like rant about it at work who like is seeing it.
But yeah, if it's crossing the line into like harassment or assault or illegal,
There are like
yeah,
it's not like suing someone seems like really, or
yeah.
whatever, or getting
Find
an
a pro
attorney,
bono
like
attorney
yeah, there are lots of those out there.
that will gladly take the case because they know that they're going to get a check at the end of it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I think, yeah, they're like, that might seem like totally drastic. And like you said, like, or like I said it before, like, I think especially as like women, we just like write off a lot of like shitty things that like, let's be honest, it's probably a man. Although my last manager at the last service industry job I worked at was not a man. And
I mean, the HR lady wasn't a man, but they're bootlickers. You're either a bootlicker or you're a man.
they've got some internalized something. But I think like, even though that might seem drastic and it might seem like, oh, it's just like easier to be like, it's fine, like it's not that bad, like,
What was your
because there will be people that will back you up.
and if they don't, like,
I got someone fired from that job because he kept asking me to sleep with him and asking me how many people I had slept with, and was like being so creepy and weird and like talking about my like butt and like saying that he followed me home kind of one night, and he got fired, like, and that's on him. Like, that sucks. Like, I
don't
I don't
internalize
even
the
feel bad
guilt.
about that. Like,
yeah.
you can't talk to people like that without facing consequences. And like, if you want to keep doing that, those are the consequences that you are now facing.
I think mostly it is just like dating and just dealing with like weird dynamics at work. It's hard.
It's so interesting now, like we both work at an office. This isn't your first office job, but it's my first office job.
Yeah.
And like the dynamic there is just like
So much healthier.
so different. Yeah, it's
also all women. Except
all
for one
women.
man, but
He's one of the girls.
he's one of the girls. And other than that, yeah, it's a all woman staff. And my mom is our boss, and she basically refuses to hire men. And every time hires a man, she's like, "That's why I don't fucking hire men." So
A man was hired recently and was quickly removed because he was acting psycho.
Didn't know how to even write an email without ChatGPT.
Like, couldn't even write in the work messaging without.
No. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, he was definitely suffering from. I think he was like in like ChatGPT psychosis. Like, he was like fully like. No, I think so. Like,
that
I listened.
ChatGPT psychosis.
That's a real thing. I listened to a podcast about it, like at the same time that he was being fired, and I was like, "This is fucking that guy." Like,
because you can't do anything without ChatGPT.
yeah, and he's like you like are talking to it, and it's like just feeding it. Like, he was like clearly delusional about things, and like,
oh yeah, because he
was like,
yeah.
it was like, I think it was like feeding into him. He wrote these like insane emails about like everyone at the office being like white supremacists, and like,
my mom is an immigration attorney. We were working for immigrants, like.
Also,
she's a defense attorney.
We're the only white people at the office.
Yeah.
Everybody else there is from Mexico or Guatemala.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it was like so clear
men
that
are just the worst.
Yeah, it was so clear that he was like talking to the chat, and it was like reinforcing what he was like, his like delusions.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, that is a thing. It just like basically tells you what you want to hear in like
yeah, that
professional
freaks me out.
jargon.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, yeah, the emails were like totally batshit.
Totally.
But yeah, it's so funny that like, I mean, also like it is all women and like everyone's married, so, or like half the office is married, so there's like obviously no worry of like.
But it's just so healthy and calm, and
So
I think really what it is the lack of alcohol. We do, you know, we will have a beer together and stuff like that, but
Oh yeah,
the
fridge is full of wine.
It's like, you know, it's a whole thing. You just have to be careful of dynamics when alcohol is involved. And trust me, like, I would not even say this to myself, you know, 2 or 3 years ago, but now being 25 and having like a little bit of retrospect, alcohol is a scary thing.
Yeah, just like when you're partying with people,
no judgment.
And yeah, but when you're partying with people and then you're also working with them, it's like everything is just like too intertwined.
It's
like
chaotic and exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like it's like too easy for a boundary to be crossed.
Yeah.
in a way that you like can't come back from, and then you're like can't get away from them because you're working with them, and like probably all your friends are also your coworkers who are also working with that person. It's just like so messy.
So messy. So I'm glad we're out of that.
Yeah, it's better to party with your friends and not your coworkers, I think, unfortunately.
I don't know, because like at my job, like all my friends are my coworkers, but now I'm like mom and not partying with all of them, and I just go to work and just get all the tea.
I mean, even that job, there was like so much drama with all the partying.
Drama, totally. Like it's just a lot of
People
drama.
are
I think
getting
even
drunk,
with just
hooking up,
friends,
doing drugs, like
anybody, you know, even with our friend group in college, there was a lot of drama just because of alcohol.
Right. Well, it's like friend group drama, which is like totally normal, but then
when you're working it's together, a whole different together. Layer.
Yeah. And there's like money involved, which is like, oh, it's like who now is like getting favoritism and making more money, like who's getting the raise, who's getting the shifts they want, like oy vey.
Okay.
Oy vey.
Well, I think that's it. This was a good little episode.
Loved the chat.
Wow, you guys. Look how pro we are. Okay.
I know, we're with the headphones, we're like so our camera is sitting on a cat tree right now.
Yeah.
Cute. Okay,
thanks
bye.
for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.